Welcome to my channel. Here we will discuss everything about psychology, mental health and human behavior. Make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon for new weekly videos. And don't forget to leave a like. How many lives do you think it takes to stop a serial killer? What kind of life could make an average citizen take another person's life? When we talk about murder, we usually imagine the dramatic scenes of police chases, murders full of passion, or even well-known serial killers. All of them, however, seem so distant from everyday reality that we often find it difficult to understand the motivation behind such extreme actions. For example, serial killers who continue to evade the police for years, like the mysterious Zodiac Killer or the charming yet cruel Ted Bundy, or even infamous cases like the brutal Jack the Ripper killings. Such stories captivate us, but how much do they reflect reality? Is there really such a thing as a criminally insane mind? To better understand this, we need to go back to a case that shook the nation in 2016. The brutal murder of a young woman by her seemingly ordinary boyfriend shocked the United States. It was a case that seemed to come straight out of a film, but it was real, and it made us question, how could someone like him commit such a heinous crime? And as we dug deeper into his story, we found something unthinkable, a dark secret that revealed the horrifying truth. The man had no less than 8 personalities. That's right, 8 distinct and separate identities within the same individual. His case changed the way we see criminal psychology forever. In this journey through the depths of the human psyche, we'll explore the dark underbelly of the mind and uncover the fascinating relationship between criminals and their mental makeup. We will also discuss if there is a particular type of upbringing that might lead a child to become a psychopath. At the end of the video, you will have the opportunity to test your knowledge by answering questions about everything we have covered. Good luck. This groundbreaking case of dissocial personality disorder, previously known as multiple personality disorder, was brought to light through an extensive investigation. Through interviews and psychological tests, researchers were able to piece together the intricate puzzle of his mind. The results, truly astonishing. They discovered the presence of 8 distinct personalities, each with its own name, age, and even memories. This discovery completely overturned the idea of the criminal mind as we knew it. No longer was it just a question of good or evil, sanity or insanity. The case proved that there was a lot more going on beneath the surface. In fact, scientists have identified 30 different personality disorders, including the case of the man with 8. These disorders, often hidden beneath a facade of normality, can lead individuals to commit unspeakable acts. It raises an important question. How far can a person go in the name of love or obsession? Well, let's delve into it. A few years ago, a series of mysterious deaths in California baffled everyone. A group of elderly people died in strange circumstances, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. As the investigations progressed, a disturbing reality came to light. Their caretaker was responsible for all these deaths. He had poisoned them methodically and without any apparent motive. What could drive someone to commit such a cruel act? Could it be mere greed or something more sinister? When examining the behavior of criminals, like the aforementioned caretaker, we must consider the concept of moral disengagement. First introduced by Albert Bandura, this theory suggests that individuals can justify their immoral actions by distorting or completely eliminating any sense of morality. People can deceive themselves into thinking that their behavior is acceptable even when it's clearly harmful to others. They may minimize the harm they cause, blame the victims, or even deny the obvious. It's a twisted form of rationalization that allows them to live with their actions and move forward as if nothing happened. It's a troubling aspect of human behavior that we cannot ignore. If you find yourself enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Your support means a lot to us. Also, if you're interested in similar topics, check out some of our other videos, which we believe you'll find equally interesting. You can find them by clicking on the information provided. Now let's continue with the next point. The case of the multi-personality killer and the poisoning caretaker shows us 2 sides of the same coin. Both individuals acted in ways that seemed incomprehensible to society, but behind their actions lie stories of trauma, distortion, and coping mechanisms. It leads us to wonder, is the criminal mind fundamentally different from the non? criminal mind? Or is it simply a mind that has suffered irreparable damage? In fact, there is no single profile of the criminal mind. Each criminal is unique and driven by a multitude of factors. Childhood trauma plays a significant role in shaping a person's future. Children who experience abuse, neglect, or emotional deprivation are more likely to develop psychological problems as adults. They may resort to crime as a way to cope with their past, or feel empowered in a world that has mistreated them. It's a sad reality, but some children who suffer unimaginable pain become jaded and lose faith in humanity. Turning to crime as their only outlet, psychologist Aaron Beck developed the cognitive theory of personality, suggesting that people perceive and interpret the world around them in different ways, and that these interpretations shape their behavior. This means that the way a person thinks determines how they act, which can lead to criminal behavior. According to Beck, people with certain cognitive distortions may react in unusual ways to everyday situations. They may have exaggerated feelings of self-importance or grandiosity, or they may view minor inconveniences as major threats, leading them to act out in unexpected ways. These distorted thoughts can lead to impulsive and aggressive behavior, potentially resulting in criminal activity. So it's not just about childhood experiences. How we process information and our thought patterns can also influence our behavior. In recent years, genetics have also been considered a factor in criminal behavior. Studies show that certain genes may play a role in aggression and impulsivity, increasing the likelihood of involvement in criminal activities. However, it's crucial to remember that genes do not act alone. Environmental factors also play a vital role in whether these genetic predispositions manifest in criminal behavior. And now, it's time to test your knowledge. Answer the following questions and find out how much you have learned throughout this video. Question 1. What is the name of the theory that explains how people can justify their immoral actions? A social learning theory. B. Cognitive theory of personality. C. Moral disengagement theory. Question 2. Which of the following is not a factor that can contribute to criminal behavior? A. Childhood trauma. B. Genetic predisposition. C. High levels of empathy. Question 3. How many personalities did the man featured in the video have? A8, B12, C30. Question 4. What type of disorder did the man with multiple personalities suffer from? A. Antisocial personality disorder. B. Dissociative identity disorder. C. Question 5. What did the cognitive theory of personality suggest? A people who have experienced abuse are more likely to engage in criminal behavior. B. The way a person interprets the world around them influences their behavior. C. Genes play a significant role in determining criminal behavior. Answer key. 1. C. 2 en C. 3 en A. 4 en B. 5 en B. Congratulations on finishing this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Your feedback is very important to us. Also, if you want to learn more about psychology, mental health, and human behavior, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on new weekly videos. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.